All right, guys, stop the struggle because these 3 digital marketing mistakes you need to fix as soon as possible.
That's right.
All right. So, guys, my name is Rich Guzman.
My name is Ace Guzman.
And welcome to our new live today. We are going to get into it. I'm super excited about this content today because these are the 3 mistakes that you better fix right now, or you are going to continue to struggle over and over again. So now, you want to start right away? You want to find out who's on the live, or
Well, who do we have here on the live?
Who do we have here on the live? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Let's see here.
We'll take a look over here.
Trusty little tablet.
They're a little shy.
Yeah, guys, don't be shy. Hello
They're
from Colorado.
shy.
What's up, Colorado? What's going on?
Oh,
hey,
I know who's from Colorado.
If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to comment, like, subscribe. But more importantly, give us a thumbs up because that thumbs up, it means a lot with the algorithm. And actually, people will see this video more and more and more. And it helps our channel to really get out there as we give this great value to you guys.
All right.
Okay?
So we have Deb Smith and we have Karen and Steve. Awesome.
Karen and Steve, what's going on? Deb
welcome,
Smith,
welcome.
What's happening? Now, guys, I know you guys see us on Friday, every single week and stuff like that. You're not used to seeing us every day during the week. So get used to it. We're going to be here throughout the week a lot more now. Great content, great value. And we're going to help you guys really start crushing it on the internet with your marketing. And if you're brand new, we're going to simplify it for you so you can start getting results even if you're brand new.
Layman's terms.
That's right. ABC.
Yeah.
Style.
There you go.
All right, guys, let's get into it. You ready?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Mistake number 1, failing sales funnels.
Oh, I love this one. Sales funnel. Now, you guys are lucky because you're on our team and, we create a sales funnels for you for the, cold market that it's already set to go. It converts very, very well. But the problem is if you don't have a really good sales funnel, you'll continue to fail in your business because you got to understand something. When you have a marketing sales funnel, there is a beginning and then an end desired result, right? So the beginning is to really get the information, pretty much get their interest, get the information. And then at the end is to create that desired result, right? They need to take action because they want to make a purchase to solve their major problems. This is the important thing about a funnel you must understand. And if you don't understand how to create a funnel, that's okay because we actually have a funnel builder with training. Okay, so head on over to aceandrichpages.com and you'll be able to get that absolutely at a very low cost.
Yes. Anything else you want to add about that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the funnel thing is really, really simple, but people really miss it.
Right. But see, here's the mistake that we need to elaborate.
Yeah.
Like, why is it such a big mistake when it comes to failing sales funnels? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people who are involved with digital marketing, especially us with affiliate products, we tend to take things for face value and we go, oh, I got my affiliate link. Let me go and drive traffic, whether it be through organic or paid traffic, straight to the sales page without a funnel process. And you can't neglect that part because this is why what happens is you're not giving them a journey. You're not giving the buyer enough experience to go through that adventure, right? There is a process that you have to understand that they must go through before they go to the buying process, right? To buying something from you.
Exactly. That's the beginning result to that end desire result.
Exactly.
And this is why it's so important to understand funnel building. So with that course I mentioned earlier, that'll help you understand that process in an ABC fashion for you so you could actually put it together very, very easily. Not only that, but for our team, we actually build funnels for them.
Right. So don't think that you don't need a funnel. That is the wrong mindset. You have to have a funnel.
Everybody needs a funnel now. Even
everyone.
The brick and mortar businesses nowadays are starting to build funnels.
Yes.
Okay. Really, really powerful.
Okay. Mistake number 2. What's the second mistake?
Second mistake is missing metrics.
We talk about this in Inner Circle a lot.
Yep.
Okay. And we have our own private, community with Inner Circle. And we teach our members how to understand the numbers, how to understand data. Yeah. Because a lot of times what happens is when people market online, they don't want to deal with that part. They don't want to look at the metrics. They're at analytics. Yeah. They just go. But they're not measuring. They're not seeing anything. So how are they going to know what to fix or do things? So let's talk about that. Sure, what do we need to do to fix that if they're missing their metrics?
Well, let's say your funnel's out there and you're doing some testing, right? Because it starts with testing when you're actually learning about your numbers, right?
Right.
So most people, what they do is, unfortunately, is they throw things at the wall hopefully it sticks to expect a desired outcome. But the reality is what happens is that nothing happens. It's crickets. It's quiet. And you're like, why isn't anything happening? Right? But this is the reason we need to actually measure. We need to track our results and see our numbers. You must know your numbers when it comes to your business. If you don't know your numbers, then you're just working blindly and you're not being strategic.
You're not.
Right? You're just being like everybody else out there who's failing. People that have success in this industry when it comes to marketing is that we're always looking for a way to create that desired outcome by measuring and tracking our results, right?
Yes.
Hence, I want to know how many clicks I'm getting. I want to know how many leads I'm getting, right? But here's a real important kicker. If you're on social media and you're on different platforms, like let's say Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, it doesn't matter what it is. The point is, are you tracking where the results are coming from, right? I want to know if I'm going to get more clicks or more leads, okay, where's that coming from? What can I learn from that? Because if I get more results from this piece of content versus that piece of content, I know that the audience, right, likes that type of content even more. So I need to create that content more because the measuring that I've done to know my numbers, to track those results, lets me know that that's the content that I need to keep creating because you're giving people exactly what they want. And it's a win-win situation. You're giving the value that they like and that they love, right? But you're also getting an end result for yourself as well. So it's a win-win situation.
That's right. It's all part of becoming a really expert digital marketer.
Yeah.
Gotta not neglect that part of the business.
And we go a little bit further too. What happens when you get a lead? Now, do we know if some people are going to press that button? We could actually measure the button by just putting a tracking link right there. And if people are clicking on that link on the next page, that means that they are interested in what that offer is promoting. Now, if you are getting leads, but nobody's clicking on the next button on the next page, and you might have to really reconsider, changing up your offer, tweak your offer, and things like that until somebody, keeps clicking on that button. And once they keep clicking on that button, you know that you're going to get even more results because now you're creating that second outcome of the first outcome. The first outcome is what? You got the lead. Now they're clicking on that button. And at the end is that third outcome, which they got to the checkout page and they make the purchase.
And this is where our team members are taught and they know how to test, track, and tweak. So remember those three things when you're actually not neglecting the actual metrics.
Oh, the 3 T's, baby.
The 3 T's.
Test, track, and tweak.
Test, track, and tweak.
That's good stuff.
All right. And now the final. Mistake number 3. What is it going to be? What do you think it is? What is really the problem with mistake number 3?
Well, we've been through this. We got to be a little transparent here, right? We've been through this because we do different things in our business, guys. We actually are affiliate marketers, but we are also consultants.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
We're consultants for business owners, and we're also consultants for other marketers. Okay. So what happens is some parts suffer sometimes, right? And that was the content creation from Ace and Rich. People were asking like, hey guys, we used to see you out there more often. You see you out there a lot. We haven't seen you. Where have you been? I'm like, well, we've been, working, but we've been doing other things with our marketing, with consulting, and it's a little bit demanding. It's very rewarding. We love what we do, but we were talking about this, and we're like, you know what? We're going to start creating more content. We're going to start giving more value, helping you guys really grow your business because we never forget where we come from, right?
No.
I mean, this is what we love to do. We love to get the content out there and give you that great value and great advice, which leads to the mistake number 3, which is marketing avoidance. Okay,
yes.
Marketing avoidance. So let's break this down. You want to start this one?
So the problem is, here's the major problem. A lot of marketers complain about why they're not seeing results. Okay. And a lot of them use excuses or complaints like, this is not working. And what happens is you get into this trap. And this is a typical trap that a lot of beginner marketers go through. Let's take Facebook, for example. They run a bunch of, posts organically on their Facebook profile, right? And then all of a sudden they may take a little dabble into Facebook advertising. So they pay for maybe one Facebook ad. Let's just say they ran one Facebook ad.
Right.
All of a sudden they didn't get any leads. Okay. They may have got a lot of likes, but they didn't get a lot of leads in their business. Okay. So then what happens is they go, oh, well, Facebook ads don't work. And then they go straight over to TikTok.
Yep.
And then they run into TikTok and they want to create a bunch of videos, and they spend a lot of time creating all this content to do it organically. And somebody tells them to go ahead and run and boost that ad into your video. So they go and do that. And what happens? They'll get a lot of views, but they won't get one lead. And so that doesn't work. So you see the cycle. What happens is they tiptoe into their business. Yeah. Basically, guys, what we're trying to talk about is they're avoiding the marketing. They don't want to learn the marketing process. They don't want to stay and focus on one thing at a time. Okay. And that is a problem. That is a problem.
And not only that, but another way of marketing avoidance you can look at is the time frame of when you're creating content. For example, what a lot of people do is they'll create a lot of content in the very beginning, and then they don't see nothing happen, and they stop, right?
Yes.
You have to understand something. Marketing has like this delay window, all right? So what happens is if you start creating momentum,
yes,
you have to wait for that momentum that you created to kick in, okay? You might not see anything happening, okay? But the reality is it is happening. You just don't understand how this marketing works. So let me give you an example. There's different images out there on the internet, and one that really comes to mind is when you look at an iceberg, okay, you can see like a little bit of a small iceberg popping out of the water, but underneath that iceberg is like huge. All right. There's a lot of stuff going on underneath that you may not see, you may not understand.
True.
Right. Especially when you're learning marketing.
Yes.
And then you see this little thing pop up. You're like, oh, look, I got a few views. Right. Then you get frustrated and you go, well, I feel like I'm wasting my time. But you don't understand what's happening. That iceberg just keeps growing underneath. And then when that little bit of peak pops up, now you can say to yourself, now there's something happening. Because what happens is if you don't really understand that and you just stop creating content, meaning if you don't create content, you're just avoiding marketing. That's just the bottom line.
Exactly.
Right? Because marketing is messaging, right? And we talked about this before in a circle.
Yes.
Marketing is messaging. The message to match the market. What are you saying to attract your market? Right. So if you're not learning this stuff, if you're not putting yourself out there and creating the content, what happens is, you're not going to benefit the results that you're looking for, because you'll see that nice, beautiful, lost my train of thought there. Iceberg underneath the water, right? But eventually that water is going to heat up and melt that bottom of the iceberg all over again. So that means you have to do all the work all over again
and cycle
twice as hard to gain that momentum.
Yes.
Okay. You can do it, but you have to work twice as hard to get that momentum back up again. Okay. So what I recommend to you is make sure that you create some kind of consistency with your marketing. So that way you're not taking a step back and creating that lag time, because there is a lag time. And if you just wait for that lag time and then you don't do anything, guess what happens? It'll take even longer to get the results that you were expecting.
Exactly. So you don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need to wait till you know everything before you start marketing. The best time to market is now.
Right now.
Right now.
Absolutely.
Even when you don't need to, even when you haven't made a sale yet, it doesn't matter. You don't get to the sale yet until you start marketing first.
Yes.
So don't avoid that part, because that's part of your business.
So just get out there and start creating content daily. If you have a job and you're working a lot of hours, I just work a lot of hours. If you're going to do it like 3 times a week, do it 3 times a week. Recommend daily, of course, if you can do it, but you have to stick with it. Okay. If you don't stick with it, you can't build that momentum. And, let's face it, it also helps get your brand out there as well as a marketer. And branding is really important, very crucial, because nobody has your voice.
Yes.
Everybody has their own unique voice in the marketplace. So when you put yourself out there and you're actually getting out there consistently, here's the important part, because you might be brand new. You might be looking at this video saying, well, wait a minute. I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to get it going. But that's the thing. if you don't get it going, you'll never get to that point to get, create the momentum that you're looking for. So what I like to say is, coming from a musician's point of view, everything in life takes practice. And the more that you practice, the more that you get better. Hence, creating content, let's say video content, for example, you will start finding your voice if you keep getting out there and practicing. It's going to suck in the beginning. It always does. But you'll get over it and you'll improve. You'll get better. And you look back and you'll say, wow, I don't recognize myself anymore because I actually took the time to invest in myself, time and energy and practice.
And if this brings to my point, this is why I always remain a student and always be studying, but also applying. Don't get stuck in that learning mode to avoid marketing, because sitting there and waiting for the perfect time till later to do it is going to just delay your success. Your lag time, everything is all being consistent. And there's a great book out there by Darren Hardy called The Compound Effect. And this is exactly the lesson that we learned from Darren Hardy, who's a great author and he owns the magazine, Success Magazine. And, he talked about this in that book about doing these things consistent over a period of time. And then you'll start seeing the results. It's just like you working out, right?
Yeah.
So this is the mindset that we're talking about. So these are some great tips that we're sharing with you today for Tip Tuesday that we want to go live on and discuss with you guys. The 3 marketing mistakes that you need to fix as soon as possible. And we just told them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So with that being said, my name is Rich Guzman.
My name is Ace Guzman, and we will see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Have a good one.
Bye now.